Guys, I told you that we build all of our dogs around Ego because Ego's the most confident dog I have. Now, has he gotten on the bite suit? Not realistically, but he's super equipment driven and he just loves having a good time. Therefore, if I want somebody to be motivated to try running into a tree, getting in some water, and I have his favorite thing, you set them dogs up around him, and trust me, they will follow the leader. And in this particular case, he's the alpha of our pack. So we're gonna walk you through how to get other puppies to this level by bringing out the puppies. And Stan's gonna walk us through a few things he would recommend you do while we get, see that right there? Even the thought of him getting a bite, that he just got quiet.
The calm before the storm.
Here you go, man.
Oh, you thought so? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, stay tuned. Take your dog's teeth in here, FitBullyTV people. Grab that. Yep. Guys, so the first thing that we talked about doing many times is getting the flirt pole out and get this. Look at her. She was super interested in that little bite pillow on my wedge. Stan's gonna charge the dogs up a little bit, and that works. No. Kara's pretty motivated. So once you see a dog can do some stuff, gets a little interested or intrigued, then you say, okay, what do we do next? What do you do next? You take her to more situations, more scenarios. So guess what? She's about to be 6 months old. This is where we start going and getting in water. This is where we start testing her athletic capabilities and her will and build drive through toy attachment. And not necessarily toy attachment, but even just seeing her get on this thing like this, you go, okay. And mind you, I'll be honest in saying she hasn't done a lot, but I'm also betting on everything that I bred her for. And that's just because she has it in her.
Yes,
She has it in her. A lot of drive.
Get it, Junior.
Now, I told you, Marcus, this because it took me a year and a half to build Maya up, that it would take roughly at least that much time, if not at least a year, to get Junior motivated. Key is getting Junior around dogs that keep him inspired. So what happens? You bring him out a little bit with his dad, bring him out with Tron. Stan, what are some things that you recommend people do when trying to get puppies interested, intrigued, and keep them interested? Because someone says, hey, I want that dog to do a little protection work for me one day. What do you do with a 6-month-old?
Confidence, build their confidence. You want that dog to be cocky. You want them to think they can take down anything. And at 6 months old, if you notice, she has a little bit of blood on here because they're going to be teething. So you actually don't want to do a lot of play and tug at this point, because you can hurt their teeth and discourage them from wanting to do bite work. So like he was saying, get a dog out, having them watch. I like to use jealousy. I want another dog to be interested in something, so we would get an older dog, Ego, Tron, whatever, and I tie the puppies up, put them in a crate, and just let them watch. So they're like, ooh, I like that, I like that, I like that.
That's a Maya dog right there, people. But you look, and this is a Zara dog.
Yeah, I mean, she's a little different.
she refuses. She been on this thing since it started, which is what I'm looking for every time.
Yep.
And then everything else is just a matter of progress. And I've told Jamarcus some things that I would do, and that's get Junior on a solid routine. You've got to remove any idea that he has any choice other than to do what you want him to do. And then you start just like a kid, like, hey man, I don't want to go to practice today. Well, the first time you get chin checked because somebody else was practicing, it's like either a wake up call or you quit. It's really that simple. You're like, oh, I don't know if this sport's for me. and that's fair.
Another thing you can do with puppies is leave them a short span. Come out here, flirt, yep. Put them up real quick. Then get it a little bit longer. And sometimes don't give them the bite. Just let them chase it, let them chase it, let them chase it. Build that desire, build that want to for whatever you're going to be using. And then build on that. There's no fast track. You're not going to take a 6-month-old puppy and finish them out.
No.
It's just not going to happen. Even if you have the creme de la creme Malinois, there's still going to be certain things that dog's just not mentally ready for.
Yeah. And when would you say is a dog finished? Finished meaning like we saw Rocco today. Rocco's 8 years old. Or we say 9?
He's 9 now.
He's 9 years old, and for the most part, we've seen him basically get right back to work and not have too many issues, and not even being tightened up regularly.
I say a finished dog is going to be at least probably about 2 years old, realistically, because at that point they're physically mature enough, they're physically strong enough, they're mentally mature enough to be able to handle a lot more stress. Because a dog like this, you can't beat them too much. You can't expect too much. What's the word I'm looking for? to take so much stress at this age, because at this age he's going to choose to run. An older dog, 2 years old, about that 2, almost 3 time frame, they got that testosterone, they're mature, and they get cocky, and that's what you're wanting. You're wanting them to be able to go through it.
Cockiness is something that you develop over time.
Some dogs just have it.
That's true. That's true. That's
If
true.
you get lucky and have that dog that just has it, you know, like Rocco, I didn't do a lot of stuff at this age with him. Honestly, I didn't know. I just had a dog, and he spent a lot of time with me, but he just had something. And when I figured it out, then we started having a lot of fun.
It's like figuring out your kid's the Hulk or something. You go, oh wow, I didn't know this kid was this strong. I wonder if he could do this. And that's how tests come about. So I like testing every generation and seeing how fast we can improve their growth. And in this case, ego for us is objectively the goal. If we can breed a better Tron, that is good. But let me be very clear in saying, I need Ego's confidence. He don't make no noise. He don't really bark too much. He's not a fussy dog. He ain't a dog that people think, when you think of fear, you don't think of Ego. I mean, it take a lot to like, I don't even know what it takes if I'm being honest, because it's very difficult to get him to stop once he's on something. And even like her sitting there looking at him like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I've done nothing, man. I don't even know if this dog knows her name good. That's the truth. But when you build into genetics and she's looking at, hey, what am I supposed to be doing? That lets me know that I'm on the right path. And I can keep expounding upon that, because I love, I told you, intelligence, a dog who can focus, a dog who's driven, and a dog don't, in my opinion, don't require a lot of work. I'm being honest and saying, people, I've done minimal to nothing because I know what's in her. And at that 6 to 9 month range, literally, even what I did with Ego, I can flip a switch and all of them, and boom, there they go. Because when I was whelping the litter of Frenchies, when I had Ego, I couldn't go out there and be all the other stuff. I think I had a flirt pole, and that was that. But past that,
another thing, I would leave her on stuff like this. So like, she wants it still. I don't want to play with the dog to the point where they go and want to sniff over there or want to go pee over there. I want them to see this stuff and they have the same reaction every single time, because you can always increase that.
Yeah, and this dog right here, for me, people, she's a step in the right direction. I'm super excited. I mean, she's not even 6 months old, and she's right there at Stan's shoulder already.
And I'm 6'2".
He wishes. He wish he was. Maybe in the next life, my man. But at anywho, people, stay tuned, take care of your dogs. We keep preaching patience. We keep preaching time. We keep preaching effort, energy, intent. We keep preaching you just being overall better for your dog, and literally getting some dogs engaged by encouraging them. Confidence is key, and believe me, confidence is something that you'll be working on probably till the day that you die if you're human. But if you can put that confidence in the dog by stressing them, meaning putting them in experiences that encourage them to be better, anything's really possible. That's the truth. So stay tuned, take care of your dogs, one step at a time, people.